recording this computer. Oh my gosh, the recording is in progress. Isn't that too
It's in
wild?
progress. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another episode of the Electric Oofaloos podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Duran Baron, aka Jetpack Cat Zero on Letterboxd, and with me, joining me as always, is
Dominique Beltran, Shadow Spider 004 on Letterboxd, and we've missed you guys a
who's
lot.
missed you.
Not as much as I'm sure you guys have missed us.
No.
Like, you know.
What else are you going to listen to?
Exactly. What else are they going to listen to?
I suppose you can only, listen to our previous episodes so many times before you just memorize it back to back.
That's true.
So,
And I guess they could do that, which would be fun, because
Could be.
it's like it's layered. Each podcast of ours is very layered, like a murder mystery or something. Like people can keep going back and discovering new
our
ideas.
little Easter eggs that we sprinkle throughout our episodes.
Exactly like that. We're very much like some director who's famous for that. I don't know who. Maybe a good like a tier Shyamalan film, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
we're happy to be back, and we're happy to be recording, and we've got a lot to talk about.
We do.
Very exciting, and let's start out with some of these movies. There have been several big movies released since we last talked.
A number of big ones released since we last talked. Do you want to jump right into the one that we've both seen recently?
I think, yeah.
All right. So, as recording right now, probably not because it usually takes me a week or longer to get these out. But both of us just went and saw John Wick Chapter 4, and I'm pretty sure we both kind of loved it. Not gonna lie.
It's absolutely phenomenal. I don't know. I left it feeling very much how I feel about Mad Max Fury Road, where it's just peak action movie. Visually, it's incredible. The music in it's incredible, and it is the most John Wick of the John Wick movies, which is always a good thing. I adored it.
It was pretty stinking good. I was a little dragging here and there through the first half, although freaking the scene with John Wick using nunchucks at the beginning was so freaking cool. The way he just like slung them around his neck when he was grabbing a gun was like maybe one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
I absolutely agree, and we won't get into it too much. So if you haven't seen it yet, then you can go and experience it. But that and John Wick nightclub fights
they're always banger.
They're always banger, and this one was the bangerest of them.
It was so good.
Berlin just absolutely blew me away. It's probably one of my favorite action sequences I've seen in a long time. It was stunning. Incredible performances. Donnie Yen is great.
I was so glad they brought back Donnie Yen. He's not actually blind, right?
No.
Okay.
For some reason, he's just been cast as two blind characters.
Because the two movies I know I've probably seen him in other things, but like the two movies I distinctly remember him in, he's both blind. So I'm like, he's not actually blind.
No.
Really uninformed.
Yeah, he can't see. Dominique, I think you should watch the at least the first Ip Man movie.
I do. That one is on my list to watch.
That's a really good one. The rest of them are fine. Donnie Yen is good in all of them,
right?
But they get kind of. I feel like they get a little too silly, whereas the first one is very grounded and kind of heavy, but it's really good.
To watch it. Ever since Shang-Chi, I've like wanted to watch more like classic kung fu and wuxia like action films.
Yeah.
I finally got around to watching Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, I saw that. That made me very happy.
So like I really want to. I just haven't really gotten around too much into it yet, but I want to. So it's on my list for sure. So yeah. Yeah. And then like the entire last half is just one big long action
Oh
sequence.
my
It was
gosh.
absolutely insane.
And just the whole thing, one of my favorite video games, probably in my top 10, is called
Yeah, so I
Hotline
didn't know about
Miami.
that until I saw the like reviews about that scene specifically and yours review on it the other
It
day. I'm like,
just
oh, that is so cool.
there's no way that was like coincidental. Like, and then I think there are other games, and we were reading up on a little bit. I'm trying to remember what the other one, because the director had referenced a video game by name that he took inspiration by,
Mhm.
and I'm almost positive that that also had influenced Hotline Miami, which just a great game. Anyway, so I lost my mind over that, and anyway, great movie.
Yeah. Very good movie. I think we both watched Shazam, didn't we?
Yes.
All right. And I think both of us had pretty much the same feeling on it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just very, I guess, lukewarm.
Yeah, I'm like, it was fine. I liked it. It was fine.
It was fine.
It was whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I think Zachary Levi is great as Shazam,
He's so good.
and I think like he makes this movie worth it to watch for me.
Hmm.
Um, and I just feel like the rest was fine,
Yeah,
but
no, I would agree with that. It's it's unfortunate in my mind that Shazam is doing so poorly because that's like an even bigger nail in the coffin of never getting Black Adam and the Justice Society, at least not as we know them now, but
yeah, no, I agree.
whatever. It's fine. It's not like I absolutely adored Black Adam. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
perfectly okay. Speaking of, I convinced some of my friends from work to we hang out every Wednesday night, watch a movie, and make dinner together and whatever. And I convinced them to watch Black Adam. And all
nice.
three of them were like, I mean, that was all right. It was okay. I'm like, yeah, it was like one of my favorite movies from last year. I really liked it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and that whole situation is it's just messy, and then
It
Zachary
is.
Levi basically calling out Dwayne Johnson
Yeah, I
for
heard about that.
vetoing the actual crossover between them
Hmm.
is pretty rough, but it doesn't surprise me, and
Hmm.
I just wish, I don't know, it's hard not to blame it on Dwayne Johnson's ego,
Yeah.
and just because that's just what it comes across as, and I don't know if that is the case, but it's, when the Black Adam is like the enemy, he's the equivalent of the Joker for the Batman for Shazam,
Hmm.
it's hard to, I don't know, why
Yeah.
would they let them fight or cross over?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have really liked that to have happened. And then I'm sure the well, I won't spoil it because it also just came out recently. But I feel like the end credits scene would have had some different characters had things been different.
Had things been different, I agree.
But oh well. It's I'm not upset about it. It's fine. It's
Another
fine.
movie that I think that we had very similar feelings on, though, was 65.
Oh yeah, I forgot you went and saw 65 too. Yep.
Yeah. Once again, it was just exactly what you'd expect from
Yeah.
Adam Driver fighting dinosaurs.
And that's exactly what happened. I wanted
It's
more
exactly what happened.
dinosaurs, but outside of that, it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
Adam Driver's just always good. It's like After Earth,
he's
but
really
if it
good.
was good.
Yeah. And I really liked Adam Driver in this role, and I want to see him
Oh
in
yeah.
more action films,
Yeah.
because I like watching this. I really like how nice, like he's got a good build for an
Hmm.
action star. Like he's tall, but he's also like set,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah.
know, wide Kylo, and you know, but
I forgot about
he's
White Kylo.
Like, he's just got a cool action star build. So I want to see him in more stuff like this. Anyway, I really enjoyed 65, despite it not being great, not being bad.
No, it was just
I,
enjoyable.
it was enjoyable, and I just had a great time watching it. And so
I agree. It was fun.
it was fun.
So have you still not gone and seen Ant-Man?
I have seen Ant-Man.
You have seen Ant-Man. Did you
I
love it?
have. Yeah.
What the heck? Did I know you loved it? Hold on.
Let me look. Mm,
It would appear that I did not know you loved it because I would have liked your review.
yeah, I
Friend.
don't.
Huh.
Yeah,
How
it.
did I miss that? The heck? Okay, well,
I don't
never
know.
mind.
It. I didn't dig it.
Yeah,
It was rough. I
yeah.
and I think mainly my disappointment lies in this doesn't feel like it should be an Ant-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
I liked kind of just the heist movies of the last
Sure,
two,
sure.
because I think Ant-Man and the Wasp are some of the best movies Marvel has put out.
I love them.
I think they're great. Um, and I just like the heist movie quality, especially of the first one. And I kind of like that Ant-Man is more of a grounded villain. He's not fight. I don't think he should be fighting these, universe-ending threats by
Mm-hmm.
himself. Um, and so I kind of missed that in Quantumania, and I also just really struggled to kind of overlook the CGI
Uh-huh.
that was just so prominent and absolute, like everything
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
apart from the characters, and that kind of got old for me. But my biggest complaint though is that in the quantum realm, there's no sense of consistency.
No, there's not.
And I guess I get what they're going for, that the whole thing is a universe by themselves, but they're not exploring the entire universe. They're in one particular place in the quantum realm. It would have been
Mm-hmm.
nice to see some consistency of there was a race or culture that was prominent there,
Mm-hmm.
rather than just it looked like they gave everyone on set a piece of paper and some crayons and told them to draw the weirdest alien they can think of, and then handed those drawings to their CGI artists and told them to put it in the movie. You know, and there were some really cool designs. I
Yeah.
really liked the look of the guy with the cylinder head with the galaxy in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, he's
I
so cool.
thought I loved that design, and I was so intrigued by that character, but he was the only one, and there wasn't anything else about him. And but he was one of the ones that I like wanted to know more about. I wanted to see more of, but because there's no consistency within the quantum realm, there's not more than one of any particular type of race. Uh, we didn't get that.
Dang. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I, on the other hand, watched it twice in one
Yes.
day since the last time we talked.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it's no secret how much I really enjoyed it. But I don't know. I don't know how much of that comes down to just I love Ant-Man, you know, he's my
Right.
favorite MCU character, so I was just excited to see more of him.
And, and and there's absolutely nothing wrong. Like Paul Rudd's performance is great as
Oh,
always. Like,
oh yeah, he's really
and I
good.
and I think most of the performances are good. I don't like Cassie Lang in this at all, though.
Rip.
I know. I feel mean, but like I've only seen this actress, I think, in this and Detective Pikachu,
Uh-huh.
and I think I don't know. I can't stand her.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no. I was really hyped for Michelle Pfeiffer getting to be like an action hero for a lot of it, leading Hank and Hope around.
Right?
That was pretty
But
dope. I was here for that.
yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So it didn't hit for me.
Yeah.
But like unlike Eternals, I'm not going to like argue with anyone if they do really like it. Eternals, I can't do it. I can't. So
We'll have to save some of these for our hot takes episode.
We'll save it for a hot takes episode. Because I think we have some hot takes in both corners. Like you and I have some hot takes.
Yeah.
So
we could probably give a whole episode to talking about Last Jedi.
Oh gosh. Oh man. Oh man.
Because in the same sense, like I like Eternals, but I don't blame anyone for not liking it. Like I totally get it. Totally get it. Yeah, no. Anyways.
Oh, wait, but kind of going off of that, did you see
yeah.
that Kumail Nanjiani and Patton Oswalt are cast in the next Ghostbusters movie?
No.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like both of them quite a bit.
I'm pumped. I'm kind of hoping that Kumail is a Ghostbuster, and there's nothing more than like I'd like nothing more than to see him strap on a proton pack with Paul Rudd. Like I think those two together as Ghostbusters would be such a power duo.
Yeah.
And I'd be interested to see Patton Oswalt as a Ghostbuster, but I also really like the idea that he's kind of the soft villain, kind of like the Walter
Peck. I feel like he'd be the villain character, yeah.
Yeah, who comes and tries to shut them down, or I don't know, or even kind of like the mayor of New York or something.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm thrilled that both of them are cast in the next Ghostbusters.
Bless. So that's supposed to come out this year or next year?
So it's set for December of this year.
But it
I don't
just
think it's going
started
to
filming,
happen.
didn't it?
It just started production. Or just started filming, yeah. Dang. So do I think it's going to happen? No. Unfortunately. But
yeah, that is the shame. Did you watch Cocaine Bear at all?
Anyway. No, I didn't. I'd like to at some point, but
right. I wouldn't necessarily say
it's
have to see in the theater experience. It was a good experience, but
right. Well, very similarly to like 65, I guess. I want to support it if only because I enjoy kind of these weird things that are just branching out.
Right. Yeah, no.
Like, we talk a lot about this, about how we kind of this era of cinema is dominated by sequels and remakes and franchises. And so it's nice to see stuff like Cocaine Bear that did quite well at the box office from what I remember. Considering it's relatively low budget and kind of a one-off thing. So I don't know. I want to support that, and like I said, 65 as well, because it's fun to see new stuff like this that's original.
No, I agree. That's fair. So yeah, it's worth a watch for sure. Any interest in any of the Rockies or Creeds?
I like the Rocky movies. I saw the first Creed and I like it. I don't think I ever watched any of the others. I'd like to at some point. It's not that I don't want to. I don't know. It's not like super high on my list or anything.
Right. Well, I can.
But you saw, Creed 3.
Creed 3 was quite good. Quite good.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And helping Creed 2 is allegedly the worst of the three. But I watched it right after watching Rocky 4. And Creed 2 is of course a semi-sequel to Rocky 4. And so I think that helped a lot with the emotional balance of it all. And so that was really good. Plus Rocky 4 is my favorite one anyways. So
yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there.
Let's see. Any other new movies? Oh yeah. Guy Ritchie had a new movie and it was completely mid. I don't think anyone really went and saw it, to be completely honest.
Dude, okay. So
I went and saw it.
So I saw the trailer for that movie with what was it called? Something Fortune?
It's Operation Fortune
Operation
Redigware.
Fortune. So I saw the trailer for that, and the first time I had heard about it was about a week before the movie released. Is
Yeah.
when I first saw the trailer for it. And I'm like, where did this come from? Because it's a Guy Ritchie movie.
It's a
It's not
Guy
like
Ritchie
some,
film.
yeah.
Exactly.
How have I not heard about this until then? And then I watched the trailer and promptly forgot about it. And
Yep.
I don't know. I probably haven't thought about it since until you just brought it up.
That's fair. The only
So,
reason, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
The only reason I went and saw it was because so I recently got Regal Unlimited, and it's been
Huh?
such a bless. So I've been going to see
Nice.
movies like all the time. And me and one of my roommates were just in town. We were gonna go donate plasma, but they told us it was too late in the day. So I'm like, hey, do you want to go see this? Just to, go catch a movie. It's Tuesday, so it's $5 tickets and stuff.
Thanks.
And so we went, and that's like I wouldn't have gone on a Friday to go see it, explicitly to go see it. I just did because I'm like, we're in town. Like, I don't want to waste the 40-minute drive we took up here for nothing, just turn back around and go home. So, might as well. And yeah, after watching it, I'm like, yeah, that was whatever.
Yeah.
It was fine, I guess. I don't know. It is a
Man.
shame because I love Guy Ritchie and I want him
Yeah.
to just freaking make another Man from Uncle already.
Oh my gosh. I know.
I need a
I
third Man
know.
from Uncle movie.
I love that
Let's
movie.
see. Yeah, I watched Top Gun Maverick in theaters for the 11th and 12th time.
Nice.
So that happened. You know how it be.
No, I get it, man. I I get it. And I regret putting off watching the Top Gun movies for so long. Because I get it now. I see it.
It is that good. Let's see. What else? I convinced my friends to watch
Well,
a Goofy movie with me because it's awesome.
nice.
I watched
I should,
all 6 of the Scream movies.
which was very interesting. I enjoyed following your reviews of that.
Uh-huh. Allegedly, I have pretty hot takes as far as they go.
That's what yeah, because you gave two like a 1.5 or
Yeah, I
something.
really did not like the second one.
And I saw recently that two is the highest rated on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, people really like 1 and 2.
So
So
anyway, I'm very intrigued. And that is a series that I want to watch all the way through at some point.
that
What did you think on Scream 6?
I
Did you
loved
like
it.
it?
I loved it so much. For those of you that follow me on Letterboxd, obviously you saw that I finally,
You
after
finally
5, 6
guessed
films, I
the
guessed
killer.
exactly who the killer was within like the first act, and I was so pleased with myself. So I think that has to do with something with how much I enjoyed it. But that said, like I still think it was like a lot of fun. I like the change up in putting it in New York instead of Wardsboro, so it's a bit more like varied setting, and they can do different kinds of things with it that they can't in like a small town like their original Fiverr
Yeah.
set. So yeah, I really dug it, to be completely honest.
I gotta say, I have loved every poster Scream 6 has released. Any one of their posters, I would hang up on my wall.
Oh yeah, no, they're good posters.
Especially the one that's like the subway stations.
Mm-hmm.
And each of the names of the station is like one of the victims from the past
Yeah,
one. I
that
just
was super cool.
absolutely brilliant. I That is one of the coolest posters I think I've ever seen, and that'll like that poster alone makes me want to watch all of the movies. So,
Honestly, valid.
so I'm excited
Um,
to watch them at some point.
yeah, just
I
some
watched
other.
Army of Darkness again.
Oh yeah, freaking
Yeah,
bro, banger film. Are you gonna go watch Evil Dead Rise? I feel like we've talked about this, but It's subject to ask again.
Maybe. I don't
Uh,
know. I still haven't watched the reboot of
2013
Evil
one.
Dead, the
Yeah.
2013 one, which I kind of like too. And Evil Dead Rise looks like fun, and it's been getting good reviews.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I might. I probably should, but I just love Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness so much.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's it's quite the film. So yeah, I think
It
that's all
really is.
the interesting ones for me. I
Yeah.
finally watched a film that I thought was worse than Tall Girl, so that's
Whoa.
pretty monumental. Hmm.
What movie?
It's just some knockoff, not knockoff, but like a parody of the Hunger Games.
Is
And
it the
it's
Starving
just
Games?
yeah. It's just so
Uh,
incoherent.
I.
Like at least Tall
It's
Girl had an
awful.
actual plot, you know what I'm saying? Which is not something I'd
The
ever say. Thought I'd defend that stupid movie, but yeah,
the only
no.
thing I remember about the Starving Games is the Avengers trying to recruit Katniss.
Yeah,
That is genuinely the only part of that movie that I remember.
that's valid. It's just part of it was just it reminded me of middle school in the worst possible way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah.
Well,
We'll get to the whale later.
yeah,
And
and let's go ahead and hop into it.
the biggest award show in movie, not history, but movie year, I guess, in the fiscal year of movies,
Yeah.
happened. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks ago now, but it's still within the month, so it counts.
Yes.
The
The Oscars. Dominique, do you want to give
Oscars.
me what were your feelings on the Oscars overall?
Why didn't
Sum it
Top
up
Gun
for us.
Maverick win everything? That was my
Why
big.
didn't Batman win anything?
Okay, for real? Freaking, why was it not nominated for cinematography? What the heck? Was it nominated
Yeah.
for score? It wasn't even nominated for score.
Was
Ridiculous.
it?
No, I think it was just nominated for like freaking makeup or something. Let me check. Yeah, and it didn't
I thought it
win. The
was
whale
nominated for
won,
score.
which, valid, but still, yeah, it wasn't
But
nominated for score.
also,
Wasn't nominated for cinematography. Freaking ridiculous.
yeah. If we're gonna get our complaints out right now, honestly, that's my biggest one right off the bat. It's that I think the Batman was completely snuffed in so many. And I do think it should have won cinematography,
I agree.
but more than that, I think the score should have won.
Oh yeah.
That's the score was so good.
Hmm.
And it solves one of my big problems that I've had for years with modern superhero movies is I miss the days of Michael Keaton's Batman and Christopher Reeve's Superman, where you have these iconic things that you can play just a few notes and you immediately associate it to that character. Uh, you know, and we don't get a lot of that. But the Batman theme,
So good.
it's already iconic. It's so good, and you listen to it and you can immediately associate it with Batman, and I think it's brilliant.
Yep.
So, point is, I do think it should have won cinematography, but I am passionate that it should have won best score.
Yeah. Me being me, I'd give it to My Baby
So,
Babylon because I love that movie and the score. But like at the very
yeah,
least, it A should have been Batman should have been nominated, and B, no way in the entire world should All Quiet on the Western Front have won Best Original Score. With both Babylon and Fableman,
right?
and even Everything Ever All at Once up against it. No, no, no. The heck?
No,
I feel like that's the one I've heard a lot of people
heck,
kind of
the Top Gun Maverick score.
even the Top Gun Maverick score. It's ridiculous. I think that's the biggest thing I've heard is just way too many people, or way too many, not way too many people, way too many things were given to All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah. No, and I think this Oscars reminded me a lot of the I want to say it was the 2020 Game Awards.
Uh-huh.
Where there were so many incredible games that came out that year, but what won almost everything it was nominated for? The Last of Us Part 2. And a lot of people were really upset, myself included, that a lot of really good games got completely overlooked despite their nominations because Last of Us just won everything.
Dang.
And I feel very similar about this. Like it felt like a select few movies, just won everything.
Yeah.
And left everything else it kind of in the dust and unrecognized. And I love Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I think it deserves those wins.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it's hard, but it is an interesting situation where like, yes, it deserves these, but man, some of these movies deserve some recognition.
Speaking of that, the fact that Banshees of Inisherin did not win a single thing is still driving me nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I think as far as I can tell, pretty much everything it like lost are valid because like best picture, sure. Best actor, all right. Best actress, that doesn't count as it not have any. Best supporting actress, actor, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Sure. Screenplay, all right. Like I feel like for pretty much all of them, everything everywhere should have won. But the fact that Banshees didn't wear anything is just horrendous.
I agree.
Like, I don't know. That's probably my biggest hold up, or is best score not even being close to best score even from the nominees. And that Banshees, one of my very favorite films of last year, did not win anything. Like it should have. It really should have.
I agree, and man, so that means Colin Farrell was stiffed twice between the Batman and Banshees.
Yeah. Yeah. Which granted, again, and in that case, like it's another case of where I'm like, yeah, I want Brendan Fraser to win, you know, and that's incredible and I love it. But why did it not win anything at all?
Yeah. No, it's very tricky, I feel like, because while I do think the awards that were won were deserving, it's hard when there's so much else that is also deserving.
See, and that is something I noticed about this year because I've watched all of the nominees for both this year and last year. And last year's nominees were all kind of just whatever. I was like, they're fine, I guess. Like I think where's my 2021 ranked? So the highest ranking, like the one that won last year was number 8 on my overall. And then there's Dune at number 4, which didn't win but was nominated. And then after that, pretty much all the rest of the ones that were nominated, I'm like, these are good, but I don't really like them that much. But this year, pretty much like at least 75% of the movies that were nominated this year, I'm like, I really like this movie, you know?
Right.
So it was a lot harder and tougher of a competition for sure, which is good. That's good. I'm glad the Academy is nominating good movies that I like.
I
But
agree.
It's hard to see things not win when I'm like, but I want them to win.
Pull up your lists here. Oh man, hiccups. No, but I loved seeing. Oh man, I loved seeing Michelle Yeoh
Oh
and
yeah,
Brendan Fraser, and of course Ke Huy Quan win some much deserving awards.
his speech made me cry. And then that video, I'm pretty sure I've said it to you, but of him and Brendan Fraser like meeting up again and hugging each other, being like, "We won our awards," and like he's crying. It's so good.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
so good.
So yeah, because that's kind of like the hard thing here is on the one hand, like I said, like except for maybe best supporting actress, and we'll get into that. Best actor, actress, and supporting actor were all like dead on fantastic. You know?
Yeah,
Like I do not disagree or feel upset about any of the people that won. But I'm still like, oh, but there's all these other really good people that I also wanted to win.
right.
Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, none of them I'm really like upset about outside of um score. Score was
Yeah,
nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And yeah, the fact
absolute
that
nonsense.
Batman
I'd
just
agree.
got nothing was ridiculous. But um let's see. Are there any of them that you specifically want to that you have thoughts about and want to get off your chest? That you feel
Not
like
particularly. You know, I didn't watch all of them like you, so I haven't seen most of the Oscar nominated ones.
mm-hmm.
Um, so I feel like it's a little hard for me to kind of critique what won and what didn't. I just think it's really interesting and it's very exciting to me that we have Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan winning Oscars this year
Mm-hmm.
because they are both actors who were gone for a long period of time and have a really tragic uh, story
Mm-hmm.
behind them and kind of I feel like Hollywood screwed both of them over
Mm-hmm.
when it wasn't convenient for Hollywood. They were very much just cast out, and it's interesting seeing their comeback, I guess. And I wonder how much or if they harbor any hard feelings towards the Academy or
Sure.
Hollywood as a whole because of what happened to both of them, respectively. So, but it is interesting to me kind of seeing them come back and get the praise that they very much deserve, um, as they are both incredible artists. And, I'm a long time Brendan Fraser fan, and
Right.
it's just very exciting for me to see my first favorite actor. I remember seeing, Looney Tunes back in action when I was a kid, one of the first movies I remember seeing in theaters. And of course, between that, the Mummy movies, and George of the Jungle, like from a very young age, I was a Brendan Fraser fan.
Right.
And it's so good to be able to see him win an Oscar and come back into the main, into the limelight. And so I hope we see more of him. I hope we see more of Key. And I hope this also means that other actors who may have been forgotten or, um, you know, have maybe even stepped back or fallen away from Hollywood may get a chance to come back in the future. A fellow Goonie, of course, like Corey Feldman,
Yeah.
of course, super tragic story and really disappeared, but he was so talented in all of those classic 80s movies, and I'd love to see him somehow come back into the limelight and get some appreciation. So I don't know. It's very hope inspiring. It's very inspiring. And I hope we see a resurgence of actors who just need another chance.
Yeah.
And I think for me personally, because I haven't seen most of the movies and I can't really feel like I can critique what won, what didn't. But I'm a big fan of some of these actors, and my biggest takeaway is that this really could be a very positive thing for the future of movies.
So no, yeah, I for sure agree. It is really cool. Like a lot of the, like just pretty much every single best actor and actress speech, like all four of them were just so beautiful.
Yeah,
they were all great.
I agree.
I definitely do think, and I'm very happy that Everything Everywhere All at Once won all the things that it did because it is that good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like outside of my obvious Top Gun Maverick bias, um, objectively, I do think Everything Everywhere should have won, and it did, so that makes me happy. It oh, I can't honestly say I think Top Gun Maverick deserved it more, but I I I've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once like 4 times. I've seen Top Gun Maverick like 14 times.
Right. Right. So, and what stands out to me about both of those, and actually a lot of these Oscar nominations, is that they are passion projects.
Yeah.
Everything Out Everywhere All at Once was like the Daniels passion project.
Mm-hmm.
It astounds me that their VFX team was so small.
Yep.
Because was it like 14 people?
It's something. It was really tiny.
It's tiny, and how much of that they had to be so creative with just astounds me. And then on the other side, Top Gun Maverick is Tom Cruise's passion project, where once again, very similarly, I have so much respect for all of those actors who went through all of that flight training and
yeah,
strapped themselves in and flew some jets while acting. And I love so many of those shots of them just taking in G forces, because that's not them acting like they're taking G's. They are suffering on camera for us. And I have so much respect for that.
Oh,
and I just adore that about both of those movies, of how much effort and creativity it took to make those movies come into fruition. So yeah, it is hard to pick a winner, and I think that I do think Everything Everywhere All at Once was the best movie of the year. And so I do think it deserves that. But I think there's a very valid argument to be made for Top Gun Maverick.
And if anyone's gonna make it, it's gonna be me.
And if anyone's gonna make it, yes. Yes. It is a righteous cause, my dude.
Thank you. At the library I work at, we do these things where like people can do like it's a series of movies all in one checkout package, or like this one's like based on a theme of like ships or oceans or whatever. And my coworker that's in charge of that was like, hey, I know you're a movie person, like can you come up with some ideas for me? And so I just straight up in like an afternoon typed up an entire Tom Cruise box for him. And like later that day, she's like, that was a really good box. I already ordered all the movies for
it. Nice.
Yep. So I will defend my man's Tom Cruise till the day I die. Anyways. So, and at least I can call it Best Picture nominee 2022 and Academy Award winning film Top Gun Maverick, because it did win Best Sound, which rightfully so. The sound design in that movie is insane.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now, one of the big contending ones, I don't know if you have a ton of opinion on this one, but people have kind of been like, why did Jamie Lee Curtis win Best Supporting Actress?
Hmm.
A lot of people are like, it's more of like a lifetime kind of a thing, like Leo DiCaprio's win on Revenant a couple years back.
Right.
And I feel like that's probably not wrong.
That's
But
fair.
what do you think?
Um, I, I'd agree. It, I do think Jamie Lee Curtis was incredible in it.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was great in it, and she's a fantastic actress, and I have a lot of respect for her. I don't, yeah, but I will say this: I am sure that there were other movies, other supporting actress roles in some of these other Oscar nominated movies
Mm-hmm.
that were probably a lot more impressive.
Like Stephanie Shu, just in the same movie. Like
Yeah,
she oh my goodness. She's incredible in it.
yeah, yeah, I agree. So even in the same movie, I think there are better ones. So I'm not gonna say Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't deserve a win,
Oh, definitely not.
but I think there are probably some better ones this year that
Yeah.
could have and should have.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I do feel like it is mostly a like kind of lifetime kind of a thing. I
Yeah,
mean, I've seen True Lies. I've seen
yeah,
Freaky Friday. Like, she's great.
she's great. Oh
So.
man, Freaky Friday is awesome.
Okay, all right, right.
So
For me, best original screenplay was the one that I think Banshees should have won. As much as I
yeah,
love Everything Everywhere All at Once, as said, as stated. Um, to kind of give it a bit of a shift, a bit of a shakeup, so it's not just a clean sweep for everything.
yeah,
But also because I think the script for Banshees of Inisherin is brilliant. It's a great script and a great movie.
still on my watch list.
It's really good, bro. If when I head down and you're like, bro, let's watch Banshees of Inisherin, I will be like, yes, let's watch Banshees of Inisherin right now because I
Yeah, we'll
really
see.
like that movie.
I'll have to think about that.
Adapted screenplay. Obviously, I want to Top Gun Maverick to win, but Women Talking was really good, and I'm glad it won something because it was a really good
Mhm.
movie. I think the only other one I really have to talk about that we haven't already like yelled about because the original score and cinematography were the ones we're both like, what the heck
Yeah,
is the best animated feature film? This one's another really complicated one for me because on the one hand, it's my main man GDT. I love the guy. I've seen almost all of his movies. Like I love his stuff so much. He's my favorite director. But
right,
it's un not unscripted, but un it's not a secret that I absolutely adore Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. You know,
right,
I kind of
right.
wanted that one to win. And so, like, I'm glad that GDT won because GDT deserves all the Oscars. I'm glad that a film with such, incredible artistic sense and care and everything put into it since it's stop motion won. Like, it looks beautiful. It's got a great
Yes,
story. It's a fantastic film. Like, I don't think it shouldn't have not won, you know what I'm saying? But I love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish with
yes.
all my heart. It's on my top 50 films. So I was kind of hoping that it would have pulled out, but I'm not like upset about it. I'm just like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
It's like the
No,
2020 best album wins where like of course I want Taylor Swift's Folklore to win, which it did. But if Future Nostalgia had won by Dua Lipa, I would have been okay with that. It's not what I would have like most wanted, but I understand and I'm okay with it.
right. Yeah. No, This upcoming year, we're gonna have some big contenders for animated one. I mean,
Super Mario Brothers movie.
yes,
Super Mario Sweep, baby.
that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. But I mean, that is a big one, and I'm hoping that it's as good as it looks.
I do too.
Because I think it looks incredible, and there's so many Mario Easter eggs sprinkled in that last trailer that just make just make me so happy. But also, I'm hyped for the Ninja Turtles movie, and if that's, I'm so excited for that, and then even more excited, Spider-Verse, which is one of my most anticipated films.
Oh yeah, no, me too. I mean, with how it just absolutely blew away everyone, still think it should have gone like a straight up Best Picture nomination.
I agree.
Like no cap, it should have. I've seen the nominees for 2018. They weren't that good.
They weren't that good.
Green Book won that year. You know what I'm saying? Like, Spider-Man could have been nominated.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also hope it gets I don't know. It'll be a tough call. It depends on. Honestly, it depends on which movie's like the better movie.
Yeah.
Like neither film will have this one is by far the best animated film because they've both got such a distinct style they're going for.
Yeah.
And both look great. So it really will just come down to which one's the better movie, which to cast doubt on my boys TMNT, because I love TMNT. It'll probably be Spider-Man.
I agree. I think it'll be Spider-Man too, but I don't know. I'm also willing to give. I am open to the possibility that TMNT is going to blow everyone away.
I hope so. Your boy is one of the staunchest devotees of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I got a really cool TMNT shirt from Walmart the other day.
Oh yeah? What?
Yeah. So I'm excited, man.
Not to get kind of off topic, but have you gotten any of the Scooby-Doo Looney Tunes mashup Pop Funkos?
No, I haven't. I have been struggling to find any good Pop Funkos.
Yeah?
They've just not been like local Target, the local Walmart. They've been slacking on me.
Dang, that's a big. I mean, our Walmart has two. I usually get mine from Hot Topic now at this point.
Yeah,
at least have a good selection.
I know. I need to go out more, like further, but yeah, no, the local stores that I've been going to have been slacking.
Yeah.
On Pop Funkos, and it's pretty bad.
That is a big
one that I've been looking for since before even the movie came out, because Pop Funkos come out before, is Black Adam, is
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. I have not found a Dr. Fate one at all.
Yeah, I have to think if I've seen. I know I've seen one, but it's been a while. I actually have I have my personal Black Adam sitting on my little windowsill looking right at me right now.
Right on.
So yeah, if I'll look around because I have to go to Idaho Falls the next couple of days for donating plasma, and so if I see one, I'll just pick it up and bring it with me.
Right on.
Yeah.
So there's some news for you guys. Hopefully next week, Dominique and I will be recording together, like the same room.
Yeah, it'll be so cool.
So we're pretty excited for that, and we're excited to record something a lot of really fun.
Yep, it's gonna blow your guys' minds. It's gonna be the craziest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. Like, remember when you were watching Spider-Man No Way Home and Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire showed up in the same film? Remember how that felt? It's gonna be even crazier than that.
Yeah.
And that's a promise. You can sue us if that doesn't happen.
Yes. I was trying to think of something funnier to say, Well, I lost it. No, it's okay.
So yeah. Anyways, that's
So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you.
Yep. Hit me up.
How do you think John Wick 4 is, or rather, how do you think Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is going to
It's gonna be better.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Look, whoa. I love my man's Keanu Reeves, but Tom Cruise, you know. So I don't know. It's kind of hard because it's a little bit of like a red delicious apple to a green Granny Smith apple. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because while Keanu Reeves is John Wick's is very like tight, close quarters, like fighting and sparring and shooting and that kind of stuff. Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible series is just the most bombastic, large, out of this world action sequences that they can possibly conceive of. And so while it's at least a comparison, I feel like it's not completely a one-to-one comparison. So I guess it kind of depends on what you're looking for and what you want. But as far as my money goes, for me personally, I'm probably gonna end up liking Dead Reckoning more.
Interesting.
Yep. Like I love John Wick Chapter 4, but
yeah.
Your boy's a simp for Tom Cruise. So
that's true. No, I was very curious on your take after that because, like, after walking out of John Wick 4, because that's the thing. In my mind, the biggest action movie of the year is going to come, like, the best action movie is going to come down between John Wick and Mission Impossible.
There's nothing going to get in their way.
No, absolutely not. And after walking out of John Wick 4, it's like, I don't know how Mission Impossible is going to compare to this.
Yeah.
I'm no doubt that it's going to be good. I think Mission Impossible Fallout is brilliant on so many levels.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have no doubt that Dead Reckoning is going to be an awesome movie, but I just, if only for the aesthetic of John Wick.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
So anyway, I was just very curious what your take was, if because I knew before your money was on Dead Reckoning, but I was wondering if that changed since seeing John Wick.
Nope. As expressed earlier, I will defend my man's Tom Cruise to the day I die. So unless he like kills some orphans or something for his Scientology cult, I don't know. That would probably be a bit of a downer.
Did you hear about Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, no, I did hear about that. That's wild.
Kind of weird.
We'll see what happens there. I was like, when I heard about it, I'm like, please let that be false. That would like break my heart.
Oh my gosh. Talk about a way to just shoot his career in the foot right as it's kicking off. So
anyway.
But hey, it's, Ezra Miller hasn't suffered any consequences for it yet, so
he's still in the Flash. Two of them are in the Flash, so
who knows?
Who knows?
But no, you're right. I do hope it's false.
Yeah, that would make me really, because I don't personally care. Not to sound mean, but I don't personally care that much about Ezra Miller. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
But Jonathan Majors, like I've seen a ton of interviews with him and like Paul Rudd that they did for Ant-Man, and he seems like just a chill, laid back, cool dude that I'd want to like hang out with.
I agree.
So if that's true, that would make me really sad.
Yeah, I completely agree. So, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Well, we've come to the end of yet another podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think this is a good place to wrap it up.
Very good, very good. So yeah, keep on your toes for our exciting, I guess you could call it a reunion episode technically.
Reunion episode, yeah.
Yeah, where we do something crazy, where we try to recreate every single stunt from the Mission Impossible franchise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
You can do the underwater one. I don't
Okay. As long as you do the Burj Khalifa.
All right. Sounds like a deal.
Dope.
I'm gonna climb the side of my apartment complex.
Bless. It's like sounds like a good time.
Oh man. But no, I'm super excited to have you here, and I'm excited to record in person. It's just going to be awesome. So, keep your eyes out for that, and go watch some movies.
Yeah.
There's some big ones coming out. Dungeons and Dragons comes out this upcoming weekend. Right after that, we have like
Super Mario
Brothers. Oh, I'm so hyped. So, we'll of course be giving our reviews on that on Letterboxd and on the Electric Koofaloos podcast.
Yep.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, keep listening to our sweet, sultry voices.
Mm-hmm. And go follow Dominique Beltran on Letterboxd, Shadow Spider 004, and I guaranteed you won't regret it.
Always a bunch of hot takes coming through.
Always a bunch of hot takes. It's exciting. Keeps you on your toes,
It does.
Yeah, it sends tingles down my spine whenever I open his Letterboxd.
They're like, ooh, Scream 2. Everyone really liked that one. What the 1.5 stars?
1.5 stars.
And he gave 5 stars to Black Adam.
Hot takes galore. No, I do like the idea of a hot takes episode.
We should. Oh my gosh, it'd be so much fun. We'll totally do it.
No, I agree. Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
That's all I've got today. Also, folks, live your best life. If you're gonna go see Taylor Swift within the next until we next record, me too. And I'm really pumped about it. So live your best life. And don't think about how much money you spend on it.
Yes, that's important. This is your first time seeing her live, right?
It will be my first time seeing her live.
Wow.
I know.
Dude, I'm excited for you.
Bro, I'm so freaking pumped, man. Like earlier today, I saw, and I might cut this out for those of you still listening. Maybe I won't because I'm making this comment. Who's to say? I'll know. You won't know. Unless you do know because I'm saying this right now. Anyways, freaking I saw a reel today of just someone taking a couple of videos, like short videos, because I don't want to spoil myself, but short videos from where is it now? Vegas? The Vegas tour last night. And it legit just finally really hit me that I'm going to go finally see her perform in just a week.
It's so exciting, man.
It's so exciting. Anyways, yeah, so we'll be back. Go watch some movies. Okay. Let us know in the comments what your favorite movie starring Tom Cruise and Miles Teller is, as well as what you think the best movie role Taylor Swift has ever done. If you think Cats, we will cancel you and force you to unsubscribe.
What about Babylon?
What about Babylon? Other than it rocks.
Oh no, sorry, not Babylon. Hold up. Amsterdam.
What
if it's Amsterdam?
If you say Amsterdam, either valid because she's good in that, or you're a heathen and we will cancel you and track down your house because you know what happens if you've seen it. And I cannot let that slide. So,
guys, thanks for tuning in and listening this long.
Go watch Babylon, though, on a side note. It's really good.
All right, Dominique, until next time.
See y'all.
Bye.